The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Williams brings it in. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here on 3rd down, Darnold. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he's got this down to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On on first down. This is McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Tua going to throw. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. That caught by Tremble. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So, CD, you talk about this football team, and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here.
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And it'll be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Darnold on 3rd down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. It's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Clayton Fedulum there on the stop. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
On second down, McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the fourth down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. For the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. A first down throw, Darnold. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Darnold. The 20.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. After the turnover, it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown.
Terrace Marshall
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
On play action, here's Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd and 20.
52's the mark, boys. 52. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That last catch, a big one, folks. He's now gone over 300 yards receiving in this game. It is a game for the ages. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter here. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Right back to Waddle, and this time he's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold. There's Trimble, the tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Waddle now to return it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 57 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Keller, and of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 8 coming up. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now it's Darnold. We'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2 and now on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa rolling to his right. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22. Gaskin. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And that gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Now Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle there to make the grab. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
Let's go, D. You go tight. You got a young lady. You got tight right there. Hey, check 20.
Darnold from the gun. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And his throw is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On first down, Tagovailoa going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Right there, 54. 54 Mike.
Here we go. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike, 54. Mike.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Looking to pass, Tua. And now here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. This is Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Quickly into the hands of Fuller. And this will be a first down as well, but the clock continues to move. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Tua now on first down. He's going to go up top again. And now here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring